What is up, dreamers? Welcome back to another episode of Mobius Final Fantasy. I'm your boy Robbie Daggett, and I'll be your humble host on this episode. Today we're going to take a look at the Assassin, post-Hall of Fame, 12 panels, all that good stuff. We're going to take a quick look at what the Assassin actually gives you before you do the extra Hall of Fame madness, and then we'll look at the 4 extra panels, and then we'll see how this job kind of measures up with the current meta. So Assassin came out a long time ago, about probably a little bit more than a year ago now, so it's one of the older jobs. When it came out though, it was my favorite job. This is when I knew I wanted to be a breaker, as soon as Assassin first came out. It is a ranger type job. Fire, water, and earth elements, really nice elements there. Assassinate is your ult. It does a, it's a single target attack that adds boost and lesser haste to yourself, which can be pretty helpful. The attack power on there is pretty good, 12k, and the break power is about 5k, so it can break, but mostly it is an attack power ult. Let's take a look at the job card and check out these auto abilities. We got clutch boost, clutch haste, clutch snipe. Not bad, but nothing that's really gonna save your booty. But we do have power drives here, which is really interesting for this job. Power drives for fire, water elements, plus 4 each. So that's actually pretty dang dope. Resistance to water, 45%. You almost resist half of water damage just by yourself. So that actually is really good by itself. Element started plus 16 and extended rate plus 4 is pretty standard. You have 20% improved crits. And then you have averts to break power down 50% and crit down 50%. When you job change shift, it's going to shift you over to water, which is kind of unfortunate considering we don't really have really good ranger water cards yet. And then, you know, everything else, you're a breaker in multiplayer, so keep that in mind. You get the break benefits for being in multiplayer. So, I went ahead. Oh, actually, before we jump in and look at the current deck, let's look at what you get for doing the extra 4 panels for the Hall of Fame. So the first panel you'll get is a base attributes increase 40% all around. Really, really nice. Then you get painful break 300%. Good God. I don't think anything has natural painful break quite this high. This job truly became an assassin again with this painful break. What this means is once you break your target, and you're going to be breaking your target quite often on your assassin, you will have 300% enhanced ability damage. That is huge. That's going to allow you to destroy stuff once you get it broken. You also have piercing break 100%. So 100% extra piercing break is godly, and this puts this job right up there with the best breakers in the game currently. So Assassin Hall of Fame is actually hanging up there with the Master Monk and the Ninja. Some would say that Assassin Hall of Fame is even a little bit better than the current Ninja right now, because your very last panel that you get is Quick Break 20%. That means if your enemy's break gauge is 20% or below, you can one-shot it with a tap. So that is beautiful. So good God, just looking at this job, just this extra skill cards, SE really wanted this to be a usable job again, and they did a really good job. This is pretty much the new top tier breaker for right now. Let's check it out. So for single player, I just went ahead and set up Undying Knights of the Round. It's kind of my go-to. If you're ever wondering how you should be looking for single player, you'll notice I pretty much have Undying and Knights of the Round in every single deck. So if you're looking for a way to like kind of step your game up, try starting with these 2 cards in your deck at all times. And then we're going with Earth BDD. It's our only easy to obtain store-bought Earth Break Defense Down card that you can be using on this job. And then I'm using Prominence. It is a damage-focused fire card. So the goal with this deck would be to get the target broken as fast as possible, and then slam them with this fire damage, and that should do tons of damage because of the painful break at 300%. So Of course, for my assassin, I'm going to be using the butterfly edge. For single player, you can kind of use whatever weapon you want. Sometimes I do use like Masamune or something, just for the extra prisms and stuff. But if you're building a breaker, and we're gonna be building this, we're gonna build a breaker really quick so you guys can see one, how this job will, you know, look as a breaker in MP. Let's see what it's gonna look like. So let's just change this one. And if you have your lightning skin, you can totally throw your lightning skin on top of this, and it would be really, really strong. So let's throw the assassin in there. And then, as far as cards go, these days, what's really working for breakers is that first turn break meta. So, how we would build that is basically, we would throw in an Earth Shift in here. If I have one, let me see. I should be like the gnome card, this guy. Yeah, Earth Shift, and then we would throw in basically that Earth card that we had before. Our Break Defense Down card, can't live without that. And then the other two cards in your deck, or in my deck that I'm going to be building right now, are just for heart starter purposes. So it doesn't really matter what we bring. So I'm going to bring Garuda. And you could bring Orphan, you could bring Sarah. You're really not going to use this card. You're just using it for the heart starter. So we could bring Undying if we wanted to. Just easy cards to get there. So with this deck, I'm getting my 2 heart starters from these 2 cards. That's all these cards are there for. I should be able to shift first turn. I should be able to spam as many as these as I need to. 2 or 3 is usually what it takes. And then if my deck is loaded up with JCR, and I would recommend at least 5 JCR for most breakers, you should be able to break first turn no problem with this job. The break power is in the 2000s without even trying. It's with the piercing break the way it is, you should be looking pretty good. Also, if you have quick break unlocked, that's gonna stack with the quick break you might have unlocked on your butterfly edge, if your butterfly edge has been good to you, or your Shira Nui, if you are buffing that instead, which is basically the same weapon with less buffs. But for me, I already started on the butterfly edge. It's pretty far along, so I'll be using that. So looking at this job, it looks great. The only thing I would say is an MP, it might be a little bit, it's squishier than the other breaker jobs. It's definitely squishier. You got no defense stars here. If we get lucky and get some on our weapon, we'll have some defense stars from that, but no defense, and your HP is a little bit low. It's barely, it's almost 10k, so with trance you would be a little bit higher. Not bad still overall. This job's gonna kick booty, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun to use. I think it's honestly probably gonna be a little bit more fun in single player, since you'll get to use the benefits of that painful break. But I think in multiplayer, this job's right up there with the best breakers that we've got in the global meta right now. So if you've got your Hall of Fame assassin, I think you're gonna be really happy. It's a really dope job. It looks really good. Now let me just quickly see here what the extra node that, so for finishing the Assassin Hall of Fame, getting all the way through it, you are going to get an ult charger plus 1 panel for your ranger jobs. Now I have this on my ninja right now, but I'll show it to you if we can find it. It's always hard to find it when it's like already on somebody, but it's this one. It's this right here. So ultimate charger plus 1 is what you get for completing the entire section and getting your assassin fame. But it's ult charge plus 1. You guys know how that works. We have it on some of our favorite weapons. This is a really nice custom panel for your ranger jobs. So it's worth it. Completely worth it. Everything about doing this Assassin Hall of Fame is worth it. So this is one of those times where you can get through it and you're getting nothing but good stuff. So let me know how it was for you guys. I know it wasn't too tough for me once I figured out that I needed to use ults to basically get my kills in the Hall of Fame, but I hope it's doable for you guys. Hope it's manageable. If you have any trouble, you're always welcome to come by the Dreamer Society Discord. Links are going to be in the description forever. From now on, every video, I will leave links to the Dreamer Society Discord. Best of luck to you guys. I know we've got some great stuff coming as far as banners go in Mobius Final Fantasy, so best of luck. I hope you guys get some awesome stuff. Let me know what you pulled. Let me know how you guys are liking your assassin, your Hall of Fame assassin. Let me know how you like setting it up for multiplayer. It is an absolute pleasure being your host today. I wish you the best. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I will see you soon, and I will catch you later.